Um, we have seen it, but what we've tried to do at Goldman Sachs is actually get out in front of it from a diversity perspective, in particular focused on our senior women, and to say in this environment is the opportunity for you to step up and take a risk. In this opportunity where there could be new seats opening up, where there's the opportunity to think creatively about new jobs and new ways of doing business, this is the time that you could be in a new platform and really having the opportunity not only to have the conversation with the senior women in and of themselves, but also to have the conversation with our senior business leaders to make certain that they're thoughtful about women and the opportunities that the current environment actually presents to increase the diversity at the top. And I'll actually be spending the next 2 days with our executive office speaking on this specific issue.
Mm-hmm. Anna, could I share some research?
Just 1 second, because I want to get to, I know that you have some research, but we had the wonderful opportunity to talk a little bit before today. And one of our colleagues, Suba, mentioned the issue of what's not working well. And I thought perhaps you might comment on that.
A couple of points to be made. I think perhaps because our firm, i.e. Merrill Lynch, was acquired, and maybe the result of that acquisition created a different mindset and sentiment among the women in the organization. Because I think, I wouldn't say for the first time, but for actually substantively for the first time, I actually saw women coming together to support each other. And the women fell into one of 3 categories. There was one group that determined, this is going to get too difficult, I'm not sure I really want to put up with it, and they opted out before they had a chance to have things play out for them. So that was one group that essentially said, I think this is going to be nasty, tough, I'm really not ready for it. And maybe some of these women were already looking at different options about what they wanted to do with their careers. So that was one group. The second group was those that decided that they were just going to sort of put their head down and do whatever was asked of them and hope to remain there when the dust settled. The third group was those women that decided this was an opportunity. They were going to step up and look for those plum roles. They were going to be more visible. They were going to step up and ask for the assignments. They were going to be expressing their leadership persona in an opportunity at a time when there was, great crisis around them. And what was interesting about it is how things have played out for each of these groups. By the way, the group that opted out, I figured went off for a month or 2, and now they are eager to find something to come back to. So it wasn't actually the right long-term decision for them. And I wish there had been a group or somebody that had said to them, don't just opt out in a hurry. Be resilient, stay with it. When you think you've put up with a certain amount, know that you can put up with twice as much. Because sometimes I find, in contrast to the women, the men usually actually stick it out longer and sometimes win by default just because they're the last person left standing. The second group that put their head down and didn't really capitalize on this opportunity, there's a certain victim mentality that has gone in with it. It's like, woe me, look at me, I'm doing twice the amount of work and nobody's recognizing me, etc. And I think that they, the opportunity to perhaps have coached them through how to use this time to say, what am I passionate about? What am I really good at? And can I direct myself? Because there are so many opportunities. When people are let go in droves, there are lots and lots and lots of new jobs that come up. And the ability to actually take on something that you like and that you're good at is great. So the big winners in this space have been that third group that have used this as an opportunity to actually, express their leadership selves, look for those opportunities, prove the case, be able to tout their success a little bit. And in my opinion, when we look back, those will be the ones that will come into leadership roles within the organization.